Hey friends, I'm Donna Amidon, your spiritual fitness coach, and today we're going to talk about the power of our words. In 1928, a girl named Mary Ann Bird was born in Brooklyn, New York. Mary was different from other children. She was born with a severe cleft palate. She had crooked lips and a crooked nose and lopsided teeth and garbled speech. Well, no surprise, Mary grew up and went through school as the object of kids' cruel and cutting remarks. She writes in her story, "I grew up knowing I was different, and I hated it." Mary was convinced that no one would love her apart from her family. That is, until she entered Mrs. Leonard's second grade class. Mary describes Mrs. Leonard as round, kind, and gracious, with a warm smile, dark eyes, and shiny brown hair. Everyone loved Mrs. Leonard. Each year in Mary's school, the students received a hearing test where they would stand against the classroom door, and then the teacher would whisper a short sentence from her desk, which the child would repeat back. Typically, the teacher would whisper something like, "The sky is blue," or "You have new shoes." Mary always dreaded the whisper test because she had trouble hearing out of one ear. She knew that if the kids found out, it would be another way they would make fun of her. So Mary decided to cheat. She pretended to cover her good ear so she could hear the teacher's whisper. So on the day of the test, Mary was the last one to take it, and all through the testing, she's wondering what Mrs. Leonard was going to say. Mary's turn came. She stood at the classroom door and pretended to cover her good ear. And then, with the entire class watching, Mrs. Leonard said something to Mary that would change her life forever. Mrs. Leonard said softly, "Mary, I wish you were my little girl." One simple sentence, one changed life. You see, Mary had only known rejection and felt unlovable, and yet these 7 simple words from everyone's favorite teacher let Mary know she was loved. And at that point, the entire trajectory of her life changed. You know, Mary's story is a beautiful reminder of the power of our words, and it's a moving example of what we see in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 24. It says, "Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body." And Proverbs 15:4 says, "A gentle tongue is a tree of life." I love the picture these Proverbs provide. Gracious words and gentle speech, honeycombs, health, and a tree of life. Words just like Mrs. Leonard spoke to Mary that day. I want you to think about this. Each one of us has the incredible ability to encourage others with our words. It doesn't matter how tough our lives may be or the number of problems we're facing, we have the ability to change someone's day and really their destiny, all from the words we say. So here's my challenge for you, friend. I want you to find one person today and speak something specific to encourage them. It may be your pastor, it may be someone at your home or at work or at school, or even a stranger at the grocery store. Friends, our world needs encouragement. So share Christ's love and go win today.